One of the most fascinating lessons I've absorbed about life is that struggle is good. Joe Rogan. Why would someone want to listen to the advice of a comedian, a UFC commentator, actor, and former host of Fear Factor? Because he's seen and done a lot, and his podcast is possibly the most successful anywhere. Joe's podcast, The Joe Rogan Experience, is one of the biggest interview-type shows, and the diverse, intelligent, and interesting list of guests that Joe has spoken with has left him with quite an informed and well-rounded opinion on many topics. While Joe certainly has some hard stances on issues that can be rather decisive, I think that many people could do with a dose of his advice. With that being said, let's dive in. One of the most fascinating lessons I've absorbed about life is that struggle is good. Most people seem to want a life devoid of stress, struggle, and hard times. Yet most people today are unhappy and depressed with the state of their lives. Some of the happiest, most successful people are those who have embraced struggle, who have tackled and pursued seemingly wild or even impossible goals. Joe has come to realize that life is all about the journey, not the destination. Be the hero in your own movie. Pretend that your life was a movie and it started now. What would the hero do? What would the person you respect do? What would the person that you admire and that inspires you do? Do that. In many situations in life, it is easier and less painful to take the path that is more often traveled. It is easy to be lazy, put in half efforts and tell half truths, to skate through life just going through the motions. Don't take the easy road. Take the hard road. The one that only heroes are willing to face. It won't be easy, but it will be much more rewarding. To truly appreciate life, you've got to know that you're going to die. Many philosophies have embraced the fact that only by accepting death can you truly appreciate the most of your time on earth. If you ever start taking things too seriously, just remember that we are talking monkeys on an organic spaceship flying through the universe. Not only are you going to die, but the fact of the matter is that in the grand scheme of things, you probably don't matter that much. Enjoy your life while it's here. Follow your passions, and remember that we are very small pieces of the overall picture. When someone comes along and expresses him or herself as freely as they think, people flock to it. They enjoy it. There are hundreds of thousands of people in the world today that are faking it, walking around pretending to be someone who they aren't, someone who they think they should be, someone that their friends, family, or society says that they should be. Be yourself. Everyone else is taken. Once you understand what excellence is all about, you see how that excellence manifests itself in any discipline. There are certain patterns you can find in the elite in most fields. While many of the world's best had some talent to begin with, they also pursued their passion with hard work, discipline, and many hours, days, and weeks of practice. The best in the world didn't get lucky. They worked for it. Excellence is earned. Martial arts are a vehicle for developing your human potential, and I see martial arts as a moving form of meditation. When you're sparring or drilling techniques, you can't think of anything else. Rogan has long been a UFC enthusiast and a supporter of the martial arts. While I personally don't know if martial arts specifically are important, physical activity certainly is. Some sort of movement, whether it's lifting weights, martial arts, running, or yoga, should be incorporated into your daily routine. The physical and health benefits of such a practice are well documented, but the mental benefits are often underestimated as well. There is a direct correlation between positive energy and positive results. Negativity is toxic. I don't think the average person understands how hard it is to carry around the weight of a negative attitude. It weighs you down and makes everything harder. Now, I'm not saying that everything is sunshine and rainbows, but it could always be worse. Focus on the silver lining rather than playing the victim. If you struggle with this, starting a gratitude or a meditation practice can start to reform how you think and help you focus on the positive. So instead of investing time in a passion, you've sold your life to work for an uncaring machine that doesn't understand you. That's the problem with our society. And what's the reward? Go home and watch a big TV. Are you doing what you love, or are you just paying the bills? With the responsibilities that many of us have, we feel like that we can't pursue our passions because we have to pay the bills and support ourselves or a family. Just because it's not going to be easy doesn't mean it can't be done, though. We define ourselves far too often by our past failures. That's not you. You are this person right now. You're the person who has learned from those failures. Build confidence and momentum with each good decision you make from here on out, and choose to be inspired. I think this is the perfect quote to sum up many of Rogan's other advices. Without a doubt, you are going to make mistakes. You are going to look back on things you've done in the past and wish you had done them differently. The easy way to do this is to look back and regret these mistakes, but not change anything, not learn from them. The hard way to do this is to change. Take the high road, start acting like the hero of your own life, learn, grow, face the struggles, and find joy in the journey. Remember, one of the most fascinating lessons I've absorbed about life is that the struggle is good. While I realize that Rogan and many of his views aren't for everyone, I do think that there is a ton of value in the pieces of advice that I've chosen to quote for this video. Struggle, focus, drive, physical activity, and the right mindset are all valuable lessons to learn. We hope you liked the video. Do you have a favorite person that you'd like to see us do a quote video on? Leave your suggestions down below in the comments, and we'll do our best to compile their quotes and animate them. Also, before you go, make sure to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel to help us grow.